Hey everyone, it's Nat from Cherish Cards. Today we are going to have a little bit of a colour throwdown play. Now, I had a little bit of problems with my phone to start off with. These are, strictly speaking, upside down to a point. Like some of it, like it's right way around, but I don't know what happened. So it does rectify itself later on, but it's a little bit NQR. So we shall see what happens. Because to me at that moment, it's it's around the right way. So colour throwdown. So I've got this Concord and Ninth die set. Its name is All the Birthday Dies. So it's quite good for a quick and easy card for kids that you have in the house, teenagers. I have 3 boys. There's quite a few of you know that, every now and then they get invited to parties and they want not a kiddie birthday card. So this is really great for quick and easy cards. So we're going to use this My Favourite Things stamp. It is called, what is it called? Star Celebration. So just as a nice little background, and we're going to emboss that. So I've stamped it with the Versamark. Now we're going to use some, I can't remember whether it's clear or white embossing, but either way it doesn't really particularly matter. Now I've got into a terrible habit. Do not do this. I have not been using my anti-static pad. So you can see, I think, in the centre there is a bit of a hot mess. It's not going to be too much because we're going to clean that off, so it's going to be all right. But learn from me. That's all I can say. Learn from me. Don't do it. I've just gotten forgetful. Work's been really, really busy and I've gotten forgetful recent times. Anywho, it doesn't matter. We clean it up all nicely. This card you can actually get, so I've heated it now. It's all good to go. This card you can actually get 2 cards out of, because we're going to die card it with the happy birthday, and then we can use that on another card. And you can see that I'll have it off to the side, but you won't see the end result because it's pretty much going to be exactly the same as what I'm going to do here with this one. The difference is you're not going to have the stars in the background, you're going to have the stars on the HB. We're using some frayed burlap, we're using some hickory smoke, and I can't find my note. I think the other one looks a bit of like a twisted citron. I got this from a colour throwdown challenge, this combination, because I don't know, I just wanted to try some different colours and see how we go with those. So there you have it. That is it. That's the story, and done. I'm going to use a clean paper towel to buff off the excess off the top of the stars. And also clean up, but that's actually probably baby wipe. So clean paper towel here, just to clean off those stars and bring them back to a nice little white. And that's our card panel. I'm going to die cut that down very shortly and keep the inner bits of the bees. So these are going to be our 2 card bases. As I said, the second one you're not going to see so much at the end, but it's going to be pretty much exactly the same as what I do. And I think in the end I actually damaged it. I put a wet wipe or something down on it and I totally stuffed it up, frankly. But what are you going to do? You're going to live and learn. So I'm going to cut this down to 14.1 by, I will come back in shortly, a little bit later. I'll cut it down to 14.1 by 9.7. I'm going to we've kept the inner bits of the B. We're going to just pop this down with a little bit of glue. And the inner bits, well, the HB, we're actually going to raise those up. See, it's a bit smaller again, so I've trimmed that down off camera to be that 14.1 by 9.7 centimetres. Or you can of course use a die. There are nesting dies. Paper Rose has some nesting dies. They are called Stitch Rectangles, Australian size metal dies, and there's also the straight ones, the nesting rectangles without the stitch. So they're a nice easy way. So we've got all of our foam on the back of these. We've popped those down. Now we're filling into the centres. Make sure you get the right colour around the right way. And the good thing about a glue is you have that little bit of wiggle room, which I find super helpful. Now, from my stash, and I've just got these online, I will totally admit that, I have some little flat-backed pearls. I suppose they're sort of pearls, little gems. And we're going to play around with those and figure out where I want to put those. And we'll use some Melty Matte Medium. I do struggle a little bit with getting the little suckers around the right way, but we get there sooner or later. They just like to flip around for some reason. And we're just going to play with those and frame those up. So I can't tell you where exactly I got these from because honestly it was just online. Marvy Jewel Picker and some Multi-Matte Medium. The good thing about Multi-Matte Medium, as most of you guys will probably know, is the fact that it dries matte, and so you don't have any glossy background to it. Like if it oozes, it doesn't stay sticky and it doesn't stay glossy, so it works out really well. We are also going to use some glossy accents, the old-fashioned glossy accents. There's lots of different versions of glossy accent now, but I've had this, and honestly I've probably had it for a century and a half. Honestly, it's probably one of the early things that I bought, and it's still going because it was quite a big bottle. I'm going to put that, as you can see, over my H and my B because I just thought it might give it a little bit of special. So you can see there it is not dry, it is cloudy, but it will dry. So like and subscribe, take care, click the bell, talk to you next.